There's a moment when everything you thought was solid begins to tremble. The ground beneath your feet shifts, not dramatically, not all at once, but slowly, subtly. Like the way ice cracks before it breaks. You feel it first in your chest. A tightness, a restlessness. Something inside you is waking up. And it's asking questions you've been avoiding your entire life. Carl Jung called this the beginning of individuation, the process of becoming who you truly are. But most people don't recognize it. They push it down. They distract themselves. They run. But you're still here, listening, searching. That means something is already shifting. Your reality is preparing to change. And today we're going to walk through the 7 signs that prove it. Carl Jung understood something most people never grasp. Your outer reality is a reflection of your inner world. When your unconscious mind begins to stir, when the shadow you've been hiding starts to emerge, your entire experience of life transforms. This isn't magic. This is depth psychology. This is the spiritual path made real. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. But what happens when the unconscious starts to become conscious? What happens when the persona you've worn like armor begins to crack? What happens when your inner self demands to be seen? You get signs. Subtle, profound, unmistakable. These aren't coincidences. They're invitations. Invitations to step into a deeper truth. To let go of who you thought you were. To become who you were always meant to be. Let's begin. Sign number 1. You feel a growing disconnect from your old life. There's a strange heaviness that settles over you. The job that once felt meaningful now feels hollow. The relationships that once filled you now drain you. The routines that once comforted you now feel like cages. You look around and think, is this really my life? This is the first sign. Jung called it the death of the persona, the mask you wear to fit into the world. For years, maybe decades, you played the role. The good employee, the reliable friend, the obedient child. And it worked. Until it didn't. Now, something deeper is calling. Your inner self is tired of being silenced. It's tired of pretending. And so it begins to withdraw its energy from the things that no longer serve your soul. Imagine a tree in autumn. Its leaves don't fall because the tree is dying. They fall because the tree is preparing for something new. It's returning energy to its roots, to its core, to what matters most. That's what's happening to you. You're not losing yourself. You're finding yourself. And that requires letting go of what you've outgrown. This disconnection isn't a crisis. It's a signal. Your reality is shifting because your consciousness is expanding. Trust it. Sign number 2. You're confronted by your shadow. One day you see it, the part of yourself you've been running from. The anger, the jealousy, the shame, the fear. The parts you buried because they didn't fit the image you wanted to project. Carl Jung warned us, everyone carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied in the individual's conscious life, the blacker and denser it is. The shadow doesn't disappear just because you ignore it. It grows. It festers. And eventually it forces you to look. Maybe it shows up in your relationships. You react with rage over something small. Maybe it shows up in your dreams. Dark figures. Chasing you. Haunting you. Maybe it shows up in projection. You despise in others what you refuse to see in yourself. This is shadow work. And it's terrifying. Because to face the shadow is to face the truth. You are not who you pretended to be. You are more complex, more flawed, more human. But here's the gift. The shadow holds your power. The parts of you that you rejected, they contain your creativity, your passion, your vitality. Jung said the shadow is 90% gold. You just have to be brave enough to dig. When your shadow begins to surface, your reality is about to change. Because integration is the doorway to wholeness. And wholeness is where true freedom lives. Sign number 3. Synchronicities begin to appear. You think of someone you haven't spoken to in years. The next day they call. You need an answer to a question that's been haunting you. You open a book and the first sentence you read speaks directly to your soul. You see the same symbol, the same number, the same message, over and over and over. Jung called these synchronicities meaningful coincidences that cannot be explained by cause and effect. They are whispers from the unconscious mind, messages from the deeper layers of reality. When you're on the verge of transformation, the veil between your inner world and outer world grows thin. The universe, or your psyche depending on how you frame it, begins to speak in symbols, in patterns, in signs. This is not superstition. This is depth psychology meeting spiritual awakening. Jung himself said, "Synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see." These moments are proof that something larger is at work, that you are being guided, that your inner truth is trying to break through. Pay attention, write them down, reflect on them, because synchronicities are not random. They are breadcrumbs, leading you home. Sign number 4. You crave solitude and silence. Suddenly, the noise of the world becomes unbearable. The small talk, the drama, the endless distractions. You feel an overwhelming need to be alone, to retreat, to turn inward. People might not understand. They might call you distant, withdrawn. But you know the truth, you're not isolating. You're incubating. Carl Jung spent years in what he called his confrontation with the unconscious. He withdrew from society. He painted. He wrote. He explored the depths of his own psyche. And from that solitude he birthed a body of work that changed the world. Solitude is not loneliness. Solitude is the womb of transformation. It's where the soul does its deepest work. It's where you strip away the voices of others and finally hear your own. In the stillness you meet yourself, the real you. Not the one shaped by expectations. Not the one performing for approval. But the one who exists beneath all of that. This craving for silence is a sign that your inner self is demanding space. Space to grow. Space to heal. Space to become. Honor it. Protect it. Because in that silence, your new reality is being born. Sign number 5. Old wounds rise to the surface. You thought you were over it. The childhood pain. The betrayal. The loss. But suddenly it's back. Vivid, raw, undeniable. This is not regression. This is integration. Jung taught that healing is not linear. The psyche doesn't move in straight lines. It spirals. It circles back. It revisits old wounds, not to torment you but to give you another chance to heal them at a deeper level. Think of it like this. When you were younger, you didn't have the tools to process certain traumas. So you buried them. You survived. But survival is not the same as healing. Now you're strong enough, conscious enough, ready enough. And so the unconscious mind brings those wounds back to the surface. Not to punish you, but to free you. This is the heart of Jungian therapy. To make the unconscious conscious. To bring what was hidden into the light. Because what we don't integrate, we repeat. What we don't heal, we pass on. When old wounds resurface, it's a sign that your reality is shifting. Because you're finally ready to break the cycles. To release the past. To reclaim your power. Lean into it. Feel it. Honor it. And let it go. Sign number 6. You question everything you once believed. The beliefs you built your life on, they start to crumble. The religion you were raised in, the values you inherited, the goals you chased, suddenly none of it feels true anymore. This is the dark night of the soul, the existential crisis, the unraveling. But Carl Jung would tell you, this is not a breakdown, this is a breakthrough. He said, there is no coming to consciousness without pain. To question everything is to awaken. To challenge your beliefs is to reclaim your sovereignty. Because most of what you think you believe, you didn't choose it. It was given to you. By your parents, your culture, your conditioning. And now your inner self is rebelling. It's saying, I am not this. I am more than this. This process is terrifying. Because without your old beliefs, who are you? What do you stand for? What gives your life meaning? But here's the truth. Only by tearing down the false can you build the true. Only by letting go of borrowed meaning can you discover your own. This is individuation, the spiritual path, the journey toward inner truth. And yes, it's painful, but it's also the most sacred thing you'll ever do. Sign number 7. You feel a pull toward your purpose. Beneath all the confusion, beneath all the pain, beneath all the questioning, there's a whisper, a knowing, a pull. You don't know exactly what it is yet, but you feel it, a sense that you're meant for something. that there's a reason you're going through all of this, that your life is meant to mean something. This is your soul speaking, your inner self calling you home. Jung believed that every person has a unique purpose, not assigned by society but emerging from within. He called it the self with a capital S, the archetype of wholeness, the blueprint of who you're meant to become. When your reality is about to change, you feel this pull. It's subtle at first, a curiosity, a longing, a sense of direction you can't quite name, but it grows. And the more you listen, the clearer it becomes. This is not about productivity. This is not about achievement. This is about alignment, about living from your inner truth, about becoming who you were always meant to be. And when you step into that, everything changes. Your reality shifts. Your path reveals itself. Your life becomes a work of art. If you felt even one of these signs, know this: you are not broken. You are not lost. You are transforming. Carl Jung reminds us, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Your reality is about to change because you are about to change. The old version of you? It's dissolving. And that's not something to fear. That's something to honor. You are shedding. You are growing. You are awakening. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's uncertain. But this is the path of the mature soul. The path of the empath. The path of those who are brave enough to face the unconscious mind and say, I am ready. Your new reality is not something that happens to you. It's something that emerges from you. From your willingness to do the inner work, to integrate the shadow, to honor the silence, to trust the journey. So take a breath and trust yourself, because the life you're becoming, it's already waiting for you. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments which sign hit home the most. And if you're ready to dive deeper into Carl Jung's wisdom and your own inner journey, subscribe, because this is just the beginning. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, stay true.